All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hope that you're having an amazing morning today. Hope you had a great day yesterday. And welcome to the last trading day of the year. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you? Happy
Doing
New
good.
Year's.
Thank you. Yes. Happy New
Get
Year's
rid
to
of
you.
this terrible, terrible year.
Yes. Let's have a reset on 2020 and let's start this new year. Hopefully, much better.
You don't have any, I think your audio just got cut to the chat room.
Yeah. All right. Let me try that. Check.
There
You
you
guys hear
go.
me now? All right. Yeah. My system's acting a little funky today. Camera doesn't want to link. It's on, but it's not transmitting. So we'll have to figure that out later. So yeah, guys, let's get to it. We had a very interesting day. Yes, actually, a very good day. Let's look at our watches
It
list.
just cut off again now.
It did. Yeah.
Now you're
I
back.
don't.
It just
Yeah, it's
keeps
weird.
coming
I
and
don't know why
going.
it's it's going.
I'm gonna
You.
reset the audio bridge. See
Yeah,
if
let's
that
do
does
that.
anything.
Yep. So on YouTube, you guys can hear us okay. Norman's gonna reset the audio bridge in our chat room. We'll be back in a second just to make sure everything is good there. All right, let's try this again.
All right.
Okay, I'm showing connected. Let's see if that did the trick there. All right, looking good so far. Okay, excellent. All right, guys. Again, we had a really good day yesterday. Let's start with Baba. Baba was amazing. It's funny. We talked about Baba and well, that's not Baba. That's Billy. Here's Baba. We talked about Baba and the possible rejection, and we did get just that. Norm, you brought this up about the moving averages. Why is it doing that? Hold on a second. Trade ideas is throwing tickers in here. There
All
we go.
kinds of problems today.
I know. I'm telling you, it's like the entire system is ready to leave 2020 behind and get into the new year, and it's just acting pretty funky today.
Your system's already started drinking.
Yeah, exactly. They beat us to it. So here's Baba, guys. Again, pretty nice drop off here right out of the gates. And then not a surprise given how the daily was very extended. And then a beautiful continuation on top of that as well. You almost got the same move, right? The same length of that move in a couple of candles here. So that was pretty nice. They did bounce back later in the day, as you can see here, or later in the morning, excuse me, as you can see here, back to the VWAP. And then they maintained this moving averages here. But for the most part, the morning was very good and very clean on Baba. Here's a AZN. This is the reason why we don't watch this stock, because it was just pure garbage yesterday, right? You get the drop here, just very choppy. Volume was in and out of the candles. Again, just nothing great about it, and didn't really deserve to be on our watch list. Here's PLTR. Now PLTR, rough start for PLTR, as you can see here. But then it gets going nicely, guys. Look at this beautiful pop here. Not the best. I saw the intraday trade on this one. Not the best, not the cleanest. We'll give it that. This was not the cleanest move. But if you're able to get a good entry on these pullbacks, you did get a beautiful continuation on a PLTR here. Here was Apple. Apple was amazing as well, guys. A beautiful drop and a lot of opportunities to get in. A lot of great pullbacks here. You had one for the 5-minute open range breakdown. This was nice. Another one here back to the VWAP. Another pullback with another breakdown. And just the continuation continuously breaking the low of the day nicely all the way down to 133 from 135. So again, just pretty nice here on Apple. It does give you a beautiful bounce as well. Nice reversal towards the VWAP and a continuation. Again, just a lot of opportunities on Apple yesterday. And then let's talk about Tesla. Tesla is just insane. I mean, wow. A little rough start, but then it gets going really quick, as you start seeing here the break of highs. And I think John was watching this one yesterday, and John in January is going to be doing a webinar about his break of the day high strategy. So I can't wait to see that January 19th. Put it on your calendar, guys, because that's going to be a good one. And this is typically, I expect, again, without knowing all the details he's going to share with us, this is typically what he would look for. Just continuously breaking the high of the day. So you get a break here, right? High of the day there. It does get a little bit of continuation, not much. Comes around for the second time to break the new high of the day, which is this one here. And again, the second, third, and fourth time, there's a higher probability that you are going to get the continuation. And you do just that here on Tesla. Just amazing. Already this morning up 1%. 810,000, making a new all-time high here on Tesla. Just wow. All right. With that said, guys, I know there's probably not a lot going on with the SPY today, but let's take a look quickly. Norm, what do you have for us?
Yeah, buddy. So essentially, let's call it essentially flat. The SPY is down less than a tenth of a percent, and the Qs are up less than a tenth of a percent. So relatively flat, lowish volume as could be expected.
Hmm.
Short gappers list today. We did just have the drop of economic data for today. Everything just came out. There is no more data, so it was just initial jobless claims and continuing claims. So initial claims came in at 787,000 versus an estimate of 833, so better than expected, better than last week as well. Continuing claims dropped from 5.337 to 5.219. So that continues to improve a little bit, albeit at a slower pace than it had been, a couple months ago. But that's kind of where we sit. As you said, a little bit of a quiet day. We'll see if there's much of anything of interest.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see how this plays out. Again, last day of the trading for the year. Let's see how today's going to line up. So let's take a look at our watches for today. Let's see our gappers list. You can see it's not a whole lot on there this morning. Let's take what we have from yesterday off this list, and we can start doing our watch list. Let's start what's gapping down today. NETE is on here, guys. They are down 9% at the moment. Daily looks pretty crappy. Yesterday they gapped up quite a bit. We didn't keep it on here, and here's the reason why. This stock just does not trade very well. I mean, just very choppy in here. You do get here where you have a little more volume around noon, you do see some nice candles, but for the most part, it's just there's nothing happening here. So we're gonna take that,
Oh,
keep that off our
and
list.
before we go any further, and we'll reiterate it,
Yep.
everybody, the market is closed tomorrow, so obviously we won't be here. Today is not a half day. Today is a full day of trading,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not a
Yep.
holiday for the NYSE. So
Yep. So, no, so that's what it is, guys. NETE, not a good one. Fubo, down 5% this morning. So again, this thing, actually, I didn't keep it on my list yesterday, but I know a lot of people did. Man, this was nice. This was real nice.
yeah, it sold off
Again,
hard yesterday.
what was that?
I said it sold off hard yesterday. I still
Yeah,
think we're gonna find a spot somewhere in here. I don't know. It might be all the way down at 25 on that moving average, but
yeah, yeah,
we're gonna find a spot. I think where this thing starts to get bought back up and is a
yeah.
decent blend to the upside again. I'm not saying it's today. I don't think it will
Mm-hmm.
be today, but at some point.
Yeah. So again, big drop there, guys. Today looking decent. We're down 5.3, 670,000 shares traded so far. Worth taking a look at here, guys. Let's put it on our main list. All right, let's see what's gapping up. Billy's up here with 4.1. 460,000 shares traded. Billy, I remember trading Billy back when it was $18. It trades very well when it is in play. Yesterday had a big day. Let's take a look at how that turned out for them. Yeah, right out of the gates, guys. Real big day here for Billy. I didn't catch it in our scanner, so I missed this, but you can see a real nice pop here and a great continuation thereafter. So a big day, breaking all-time highs yesterday. Today, a possible continuation. They're up 3.7 already. Interesting pre-market action. Let's add it to our list here this morning. Next, we have Baidu. Baidu was on fire yesterday, guys. Again, it's just insane. Right out of the gates. Beautiful trading on Baidu. A lot of trades here from the community. Again, just amazing. Today, possible continuation, already up 4%, 304. Definitely will be on our list. Baidu is not the easiest stock to trade. So you got to be mindful of that. But man, yesterday it definitely was nice and clean, which is typically not what they do. And at DM has not been great yesterday. Let's see how they made out. They seem to have a good start to the market open. After that, got pretty choppy. Possible continuations there. Today they are up 3.7. Their daily does look interesting, though. I do have to say this looks very nice here. Found support, possible breakout, possible continuation. We can add this one on here. Maybe with the way the pre-market looks, although you have 766,000. It's not a clean pre-market action, but we'll see. Let's put it on here. At least as a possible for now. BTBT is coming up here, up 4%. Again, not a clean trading stock. Let's look at it yesterday just so you can see what happens here. Again, drops and it takes off there again. It's just very choppy. The price action on this, by the way, is not clean at all. So I'm not going to add it to my list. If you are going to be watching this one, be very, very careful. Here's BLNK. BLNK pre-market action pretty dead at the moment. Their daily does look interesting for a possible breakout. Worth putting as a possible for now. BLNK. That one is like a hit or miss. You know, you have days where it can be very, very choppy and the moves are somewhat aggressive, and then there's some days where it's just really clean. So Always wait for that clean setup on that one if it's going to be that type of day. Here's FU2U. This one here, possible continuation. The daily
What?
was nice yesterday.
Even
and
on the
not
holiday, you're gonna say it to me?
I know,
How
man.
good are you?
Right for the it came in right for the last day of the year. How about that? So here we are. As far as the market open, yeah. See, this is just garbage, guys. Look at this. Just you don't want to be involved in something like this. Even with it ending great here yesterday, nice pop, ended up strong, but just look how it actually traded. It was not clean, so I'm not gonna add that on there. Here's LI yesterday. Wow, this is just madness. Look at this. I mean, how do you trade this? So I know that a lot of people have been watching this, so just be careful with this. This is really not something that's tradable. I'm not gonna add it to my list. Their daily looks a whole lot better than this does. It looks like it's trying to find some support here somehow, but again, just not a good look for them today. Um, all right, let's get to what we have here. Norm, what do you like this morning?
The only thing I got is HOTH, low float. I traded it earlier. I think it's possibly done already. I don't know, but I'm not seeing a whole lot else.
What is it? F? What
Huh?
is it?
HOTH,
H
Huff.
O T H Hoff. All right. All right, very active. 11 million shares traded so far. Nice. Okay, so see, this is the type of pre-market action that we like to see. Not this one that where it pops up all the way up here and just kind of starts going sideways and down. This is more like it. So yeah, this looks good, man. Let's add it for us the low flow of the day. Very extended, guys. Now we're not saying it's a good time to get
Yeah.
in now. Be
I wouldn't.
careful.
I'm already out of it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd touch it again unless I'd see
yeah,
something else happen here. But
yeah.
that's it. It is definitely active, and it's got a nice gain in it. So
It really does. And again, you have nothing but green candles in here on the 5 minute. It's due for a pullback based on technicals. Even if you don't get a pullback here, let's say this thing goes up to $10. I don't see how you can find a good entry now with all green candles, expecting that any minute now you're going to get that pullback. You don't want to be part of that situation there. All right, so nice. Nor coming in with the low flow trade here. Beautiful thing. Let's go into the chat. Let's start with Johnny. Johnny's giving us Tesla. Yes, Tesla should have stayed on our list. Tesla is just amazing. Again, today, beautiful pre-market action, great volume already, and their daily is just great. Doesn't get better than this, guys. Look how clean this is. We talked about the breakout here yesterday. We did get that right to the T of this level here, which was the all-time high at that time. Today we're breaking that in this pre-market. All right, so Tesla definitely in play. Heading back down here. A berry BTBT we did look at again. This stock I'm not a fan of. I don't think it trades very well. I don't think it trades clean. So again, there are daily charts all over the place as well. So you could have it on your list. Just be careful with it. I mean, I don't like the way it trades. I don't like the way some of the patterns are forming in the intraday. To me, it's not a good intraday trading stock. So just be mindful of the action here. If you don't see something obviously clean, A type setup, I wouldn't take a trade there. Let's take a look at BA. BA right now looking pretty quiet for the most part. No volume, and I expect today you're not gonna get a whole lot. I think the volume might be a little bit lighter on a day like today, so I don't see anything here. Let's look for this one to be in our watch list, in our scanners, excuse me. BYND, no volume here. Daily, yeah, daily looks interesting. I mean, you had a huge drop a couple of months ago, right? Oh, actually, a couple of weeks ago in November, and then came up, consolidated, a huge drop 3 days ago. And now it's just consolidating. So yeah, daily's interesting, but I don't think today you're going to get much out of it. I haven't looked at American Airlines in a long time. Consolidating, just in the consolidation right now. So we'll have to see what the breakout is going to be for that. Let's look at BNGO here. BNGO, what do we have here? This was this on our, we looked at yesterday.
yeah, we had it yesterday as
Yeah, we had
well.
it yesterday. Yeah. So again, careful with this one. Did pop up yesterday, but again, just look how this thing trades. And I wish I would have seen the actual price action. Usually it's not clean, so just be mindful of that. Definitely popping up this morning, 32%, 15 million shares traded so far.
Not a low float, but it looks like one.
Yeah, you want to treat it like one for sure.
I mean, it's a penny stock. After those big moves like it had the last couple of days, I get
Yeah.
worried that it's played out. It worries me to play it this late
Yeah,
in the
especially
move.
ones that were recently in this penny area that are trying to break out now. Again, had a couple of really good days here. People made their money. The smart money's already out. They made their money here already. Now it's where you got to be careful because they could pull the rug on this any minute now. So just be mindful of that. All right, what else we have, guys? Let's take a look. XPEV. Let's see what's going on there. Whoop, an extra E. Let's take that out. There we go. I like the daily on XPEV. Pre-market action, not so much, but the daily does look interesting. Let's add as a possible for now. Let's go on down. We have Mara. What is Mara up to today? Good pre-market action. Daily looks interesting for a possible drop here. I don't like that we don't have shares for short at the moment. So I'm going to keep it off here. Let's see what Riot is doing. Do we have shares for sure on Riot? We don't neither on Riot. So again, both of these guys have been very active given everything going on with the Bitcoin and all of that. But I don't like the fact that we can't short it. At least not with IB. XPEG we do have, looks good. Neo, let's take a look at Neo. What do we have here? Oops, Neo. All right, Neo is 1 million shares traded. Not the best pre-market action. We've seen so much better. A couple of two really good days for Neo as far as the daily. Let's see how that traded. It was, by the way, yesterday. I know some people are watching this. It was horrible yesterday. It was just a mess. It did settle down nicely after that, but man, the market open, it's just
Been
so bad.
horrible more days than not recently, man.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. It has not, and we wanted to do what it was doing a couple of weeks ago when it was clean, but it's not doing that. So I don't know. Maybe a possible. Let's see if these things want to do something clean. But you have to wait, though, right? You have to wait. The open has not been great for Neo at all in the last couple of days, so you gotta wait for that setup. CAN. I think I skipped a few here. CAN. Hold on a second. CAN. Here we go. No, I don't like this at all, guys. I don't like the daily. What is this? Is this some can company, Canan Semiconductors? All right, yeah, I don't like what's going on here. They're very active right now, pre-market wise, 5.2. So it's starting to get going, but I don't really like the daily on this stock, so I'm not gonna be watching this one. Let's look up here. I think I skipped someone. I skipped a few people. Pardon me. Let's look at a fuel cell. All right, fuel cell here. Why is this thing not linking up? Even Dash is giving me issues. There's no problems with Dash, but it's giving me issues today. I'm telling you, my system is just ready to start partying, I guess. Fuel cell pre-market actually not great. Daily does look good, but again, this stock for me has not been great all year. It's just I don't see it a good setup on this one for me personally. But keep it on your list. I don't like the pre-market right now. The daily looks a little funky as well. Possible support and takeoff here. Just be mindful of it being choppy today. Apple, let's take a look at that one. It was great yesterday. Towards the downside, I think it's worth having on our list as well. I'm gonna go with a very light watch list today, and with companies that are pretty decent like Apple, Tesla. A billion Fubo are also looking good today. PDD pre-market right now starting to get going. 84,000, not a whole lot of volume. Two good days back to back. Now this one, guys, the spread on this could be a little funky at times, even when it has volume. So we've seen this stock play out before. It's a higher price stock with light volume and a very wide spread. So this is the reason why I don't usually trade it. Again, and it's gotten worse ever since it's been at a higher price, because this thing used to be much lower. We're trading this like around 20, 50 bucks, 40 bucks, $40 here, and it was okay. But as the price keeps getting higher, the spread just keeps getting worse, and the price action is not as clean. So again, we'll see. It has two really good days here. If you are going to be taking a trade on this, make sure you check out that spread first, that it looks good, and that you're not getting yourself in behind the eight ball there. Right, we looked at Apple. We do have CAN. Is another Bitcoin? Is that what it is? CAN. Well, that's also active. Yeah, so you can look at Mara Riot in this category. That's another Bitcoin type ticker there. Fubo, no more shares for short. No, I missed that. It's on short selling restriction. Oh, yeah, that's a shame. But again, you want to be careful, because as it was extended towards the top side, it is now extended towards the bottom on the daily. So I wasn't really looking for it to be continue this short run here, but we'll have to see. Either way, I think it looks good for today, even if we can take it short. If we find something better, we'll replace it with something we could play both ways. All right, let's take let's come on down here. FCX. All right, let's see what we got here. FCX. There we go. Pre-market is not great, guys. I don't see
Amazing trade yesterday. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's going to get a second day of that same type of
Oh
action,
my
but it
God. Yeah.
was
Look at
huge
that.
yesterday. Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah. So right out of the gates. And again, so looking at this pre-market yesterday, I'm not sure if there's any news behind this. And nothing happened. So I won't put too much weight on this type of pre-market action. But again, for it to have a second day like that could be a little bit more tough. So we'll have to see. All right, what else we have, guys? I think we will stop here. Let's take a few from from YouTube and see what we got going on. Half we do have here, guys. Wow, breakout out of three. That's looking good. Very nice.
Mhm.
So again, volume there is insane, guys. Be very very careful on this one. What's the float on this, by the way?
It's around
Eight.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah, 8, 9.
9 minutes, so to be careful there. All right, let's take a few here. Neo, we did take a look at already. Is GBTC, that's Bitcoin. So these are all Bitcoin companies, Melissa. I think they're all very, very active. They have been for the last week or so. BTB, low flow. Let's see, what's this one? BTB. No, that's not coming up. Unless did you mean BTBT? Did you mean this one? And is this a low flow? I didn't even check the float on this one. BTBT, what do we have? It's 32. It's not a low flow. This is a pretty high float. If you compare it to a low flow stock. Baba, let's take a look at Baba. Was amazing yesterday. Yeah, I think Baba could be on our list, guys. This thing was nice. Right now, pre-market action 325. We are down 1.3. I'm sorry, 0.5%. Yeah, I think this is one to at least have us a possible today. It has given us some really good clean intraday trading for the most part. Let's take a look at Plug. Plug has been good to us throughout the last half of this year. Not much going on right now, guys. Very light on volume. I do like their daily for a possible breakout. I'm going to add it because I do like Plug. When it trades well, it can be very, very nice to give some good opportunity. PDD, we looked at, guys. Again, this stock is a little bit more difficult to trade. I think the price action you have to be very careful with. They had two really bang up days the last couple of days here. So add it to your list if you like to trade that type of style, type of stock. I think you'll be okay. But again, for me, I'm just gonna keep it off my list. Roku is pretty much dead right now, but again, we'll have to see when the breakout is gonna happen. So this is a good one to have, or breakdown, right? Can go either way here. We'll have to see when the volume comes in. Right now, it is really light on volume. I don't think you're gonna get that type of move, especially on a day like today. So, Piton, let's take a look. Second day trade. Let's see. Had a little pop yesterday. Not much going on today, guys. No volume. Let's see how it traded yesterday. Yeah, you know what? It had a little pop, but it wasn't as clean though. It wasn't as clean. This would have been tough to take trade. It looks good now, but it would have been tough to take trades on this based on how these candles were formed there. So I don't know if today you're gonna get that. Again, today, guys, the patience has to be at your all-time high if you are going to trade a day like today, right? We know the volume's going to be a little bit lighter. People are going to want to be, even though it's not a half a day, people want to end their day a little sooner. So just be careful. Wait for a good setup. Do not push anything today. Let's see, XPEV we looked at, guys. We have that on deck, so that's good. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I think we kind of went over everything here. Let's do one more ENPH. ENPH. Hold on. Let's get our 5 minute going. ENPH. Pre-market is not great. Spread is okay. Let's try and see some of the liquidity here. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. Be careful with this one. This one can also move quite a bit. We had this on watch in the past. It's a very aggressive type stock, so be mindful of that. So, all right, I'm not in love with our list today. I'll tell you that much. Let's go over to announcement, and we'll come back and see if this list can look a little bit better than what it does now. Either way, my expectations for today are not too high on our watch list as well.
All right, guys. Next Tuesday is Thor Success webinar, 8 p.m. Eastern, on how to set up and use fixed risk hotkeys, aka Kyle's hotkeys that are used in DAS. They're a complex script that one of the members of the community built a while back. A lot of people use them, have found them helpful in entering trades and so forth. So should be great webinar. Looking forward to that next week. And then Mike's Module 5 webinar should be posted soon. I believe there's already a copy of it up from a different time. Next week, 8 p.m. on Wednesday, we've got Dr. Kenneth Reed doing his second part in the two-part trend following series. He will be discussing how trend and trend following are traders' friend. If you want to compete in the Bearable Traders member trade of the day and trade of the week, take a screenshot of your best trade of the day. Should have entries and exits, and then mark it up with your description of the trade, why you took it, strategy, and everything else. Post it on Twitter, tagging at Bearable Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Also use the hashtags BBT Family, Day Trading, and Stock Market. We'll announce the winner for each day in the Closing Bell Show, and then also on Twitter. And then we'll take the winners from the week, and the team votes over the weekend for the Bearable Traders Trade of the Week, and that'll be announced on Monday. All right, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, haven't been in the chat, use the promo code PREMARKET24. That'll get you a discount off the intro membership, which is 7 calendar days, 5 trading days, unless there is a market holiday like tomorrow. So you won't get anything out of us. Carlos and I will not be here. We will not be trading the closed market tomorrow. It doesn't auto-renew or turn into any other kind of discount. And then lifetime memberships, as has been mentioned and a few people asked, they are going away. The last day they'll be offered is on Monday. You can still use the promo code HOLIDAYS40 to get 40% off a lifetime membership. Anybody that either is a lifetime member or becomes one, you're grandfathered in. We're just not offering any new ones. It'll be annuals and monthlies only. So people have asked why. There's a huge expense to running to this community. It's a small community, but nevertheless, for everything from the tools that we have, Benzinga Squawk, everything else, it's very costly. And as you can imagine, if you don't have anything recurring, it's hard to continue replacing over and over people. So that's part of it. So some people asked about their, how things will be structured. I'm not going to get too deep into it, except to say you're going to have annual memberships and monthly memberships. The annual membership will be a discount over, obviously doing the year in advance. It'll be a little bit less than the monthly would be if you went through a whole year. And there will be 2 tiers of monthly. There will be a basic tier, which is essentially just the chat room only. And then there will be an elite tier that has all of the annual stuff. So that elite tier and the annual for new members that come in, will have access to all the stuff that lifetimes do now, essentially. That'll be the new lifetime tier. So.
All right, excellent. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's bring our screens over here and look at our watch list. So let's start over with Fubo. Fubo right now looking good. We'll keep that on there. Billy at the moment selling off here nicely. Looks like it might want to go back to that previous day close line, so we'll take a look at that. Baidu is not doing much, a possible continuation after such a great day yesterday. Tesla is just amazing, guys. Tough to trade, not easy to trade this stock, but man, it's just on fire. And here is Apple as well. Apple put in a really couple of good days the last 2 days, even though they've both been red. They've been really, really good. So definitely looking out for that one today to see what we can get out of it. Secondary list, we have BABA in here. We have NNDM. We have BLNK. BLNK, you know what? No, this doesn't look good, guys. I'm going to get rid of this. It has the potential. It could be a hit or miss, but it doesn't look great. XPEF looks decent. NEO starting to really make a move here. So I like NEO. Actually, NEO might get moved up here. Do we have shares for short on NEO? Yes, we do. All right, so let's move up NEO. NEO is looking interesting here as we continue to get more volume dropped into that. Here's Plug. It could stay there, but not looking great. And then as far as our main list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so NEO makes 6. But let's go through it again. So Fubo dropping here. Fubo, excuse me, dropping here. Billy dropping as well. Baidu looks good. Tesla is good. Apple and NEO. Okay, I think we got a decent list. Again, not all-star. Not an all-star team here, that's for sure, but it's decent for the type of day that it is. All right, let's do some levels, guys. Let's start with Fubo. Fubo here, low of our pre-market just being set right now at 31.32. So we'll throw a level there. And then towards the bottom here, we do have 27. Great area of support for a number of days there. So that looks good. And in between here, I'm going to mark this one down. This is more of a like a minor support resistance. You got it right here, 29.62. A couple of days hitting their heads against that. So we'll keep that on there. And then towards the top, guys, we have the highs and lows from the last two trading days are pretty much taken care of you. Previous day close line, so I don't think you need to add anymore. But Fubo is starting to come alive here a little bit. Again, good volume right now. It is on. Did we just get shares for sure? I think we just did. Yeah, might not have a lot, but SSR plus the S is on there. It's not much, like 150,000 shares. So it's not a lot. That could be gone pretty fast at the market open. Hopefully not. And we can grasp some of that. But yeah, looking good right now. This is looking very, very nice. Here's Billy. Billy starting to drop here. Very active yesterday, today. Still up 2.2 with 582. So I like the way that one is setting up. High of the pre-market at 101.40. We'll throw a level there. And then towards the bottom, the pre-market low is being set right now. But let's wait. It might hit this level, which is the high from yesterday. Let's see if it does want to test that in there before we start putting our pre-market lows. And aside from that, we have not been up here. I think this is all-time high for Billy. So we will leave it there. Below the previous day close, if you were to go red for the day, we do have a level right here around 90.34. Again, some ways from the previous day close, so you might want to come in here depending how this thing is going to trade today and find some levels off the 5-minute. So right in here, you could find some levels of support and resistance. I can clearly see one right here at 92.80, right? Area of resistance breakout, comes back down again, more resistance, and then becomes support. So that 92.80 could be a good one to have on there as well. Here's Baidu. So taking a look at Baidu today, high of the pre-market sitting at 229.75. So we'll note that there. And then towards the bottom, the low of the pre-market all the way at 223. Actually, this one right over here, 223.80 is your low of your pre-market. So not the best pre-market action right now. You're not going to get a whole lot out of Baidu in the pre-market from the most part. But again, such a great day yesterday. Let's see how this plays out today. Let's get this one deleted, and I mean to put that there. There we go. And then here is the next one, Tesla. Just incredible new all-time high for Tesla, sitting at 706.30. So that's your all-time high there. You don't have anything above that. And then towards the bottom, guys, highs and lows from the last two trading days. We're going to put in a level at the low of the pre-market at 690.49. So we'll throw that there. Here's Apple. Apple had a great day yesterday as well. A couple opportunities to the short side, to the upside. Today they are pretty much flat right now, but hopefully we can get some action out of this. 134.65, sitting at a great level of support right now. Their daily has been amazing. Just look how many breakouts we had on Apple. So consolidation breakout, consolidation breakout. Here another consolidation. I forgot when was was it here, the iPhone communication or announcement? I believe it was here or here. I can't remember now. But either way, consolidation breakout. It's just been great to see. And all these breakouts have been of some really good volume and intraday trades. So a couple of levels here just to show you how the breakouts have been for Apple in the last couple of weeks here. So pretty nice. Here is Neo. Let's take a look at what's going on there. So getting a bit of a drop here, 1.4. Not so clean. Look, you got some pretty crappy candles in here, but you do got some volume on Neo today. Their daily does look interesting as well. High of the pre-market sitting at right at 49, so we'll mark that there. Above that on the daily, we do have a level at 49.80. So that's great. And then slightly above that, here the daily gets a little bit crazy, a little bit choppy. Clearly, this is a level there. But aside in here, I don't see anything clean that sticks out. Maybe it's a minor level because you only have about 2 touches here. Is this 50.64? So I'm going to throw that on there in case this thing wants to run today. But we'll see. It might just chop around as it has been. Before the last 2 days, it's been pretty clean. It's just been chopping around. And the market open for Neo has been very, very bad. So again, if you're going to be trading this one, you might want to wait 15, 20, 30 minutes for it to settle down. Let it pick a direction and then take advantage of the move because the market open has been just horrible for Neo. All right, guys, let's take a look at our moderators lineup for the last time on this year here. So let's take a look here. What do we have? All right, let's bring this over. See what our moderators are watching today. Hold on a second. That looks too wide. Got to make it better there. Okay, Let's start here. So no IPOs to be reported today. Peter is watching. That's exactly the way this looks this morning. He'll wait and see what his main watch list is going to be because nothing looks great. Secondary list: AMD, Tesla, SQ, Apple, and Neo. Jerry is watching Neo. He's also looking at Tesla for the all-time highs. I mean, it's just incredible. And Baidu as well had a great run yesterday. Possible continuation today. Tiffany likes Tesla, Apple, and Neo. Thor likes Neo, Apple, secondary Baba, Baidu, PLTR. Don't tell Andrew. And for those that don't know, in our chat room, Andrew does not want to hear about PLTR at all. He had a decent loss on that one, so he doesn't want that to be mentioned anywhere near his trading. SQ, Mike B, break of high scanners, Baidu, and Billy. And that is what we have right now. Wait for the other moderators to come in. Brian is under construction for his list. Yeah, it's not an easy morning to come up with a list today. I have 6 tickers there, which for the most part you guys all have. Tesla, Apple, Neo. I think we all have those because those 3 seem very decent and have great potential. And Baidu, but that's not an easy stock to trade. I'm sure Brian's going to put Billy because Billy is a stock that he trades very, very well. We got some history with Billy too, so that's good there. Aside from that, I can't think of anything else that we have to cover, guys. I think we're pretty good here as we wrap up the last pre-market show of the year. With that said, we want to wish you guys a very, very exciting, fun, and happy new year going into 2021. Thank you guys from YouTube for joining us and every morning and being here. I see a couple of names that are always here supporting us, so we appreciate you guys quite a bit because again, we know you have options to be somewhere else. We appreciate that you spending it here with Norm and I. So and hopefully one day we can see you guys in the chat room in our community. Definitely check it out if you have not tried our trial. Do it this weekend so we can meet up on Sunday. I'm sorry, on a Monday evening at 8 p.m. Myself and Mike will have an onboarding class. It's a lot of fun, guys. We go over some things about our community. You get to know what we're all about. And most importantly, to see if it's a fit for you. Again, if you're trading by yourself, you got to be part of a community. It is so boring to do it by yourself. We have a lot of fun. We take it really serious as well, but we do have a lot of fun, and that's very, very important to us. Yes, Monday 8 p.m. Eastern time, and you can. If you're a member, you want to come down and have some fun with us. Come down, you can come join us. It's not only for people that are just joined. So if you haven't taken the class, definitely come down and join us. And we have an amazing Q&A after. We take the time to answer every single question, Mike and I. So definitely join us for that if you have not done so. So, all right, Norm, what else do we have? Oh, you're on mute, buddy.
Sorry, nothing really. Just wanted to come back on, say Happy New Year. Hope everybody has a great holiday. Let's get rid of this terrible year and turn the page, and hope 2021 is wonderful for everybody. Best year yet.
Yes, absolutely, guys. All right, this is like a Friday. So, guys, make sure you are trading safe. Do not overtrade today. Take your time. Be very, very patient. Today's not a regular day. You might not get the moves that you normally get. So be mindful of that. The watches we have today is not a blockbuster list at all. So be mindful of that you're not going to, you might not get some really nice moves here. So be patient. Take your time. End the last year of the trading well. Be disciplined. You got a 3-day weekend coming up. The market is closed tomorrow. We have a full day of trading today. Don't push it. Don't push it. Just let it come to you. Let the setup show up. Let it appear, and then take good strategies, good setup. Follow your rules. Stick to your guidelines, to your trade book. We talk about that quite a bit. And have a happy trading day, guys. And we'll see you on the other side. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys. Trade safe. See you next year.